Alright, so more damning proof of the rampant cash for votes in Karnataka. A Congress worker is heard speaking to a woman voter who is complaining of not getting any money. The Congress worker goes on to say that he has already paid her husband. Now, this has also been recorded. There's documentary evidence of that as well. Alright, so we're going to try and listen in to what this man tells this woman. Alright, okay, so we are having an audio glitch there, but what we can confirm is, now it's been caught on camera, where this man tells a woman that I have paid your husband the money, you need to go and vote for Congress. Alright, so that's the latest news break that we're getting in as well. Alright, let's listen in.
ನಾನೇ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯಜಮಾನ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಈಗಿಂದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯಜಮಾನ್ ಆಗಿಂದನೂ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಐಡೆಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಐತಾ ನಿಂದು ಯಾವ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಇದೆಯಣ್ಣ ಇಟ್ಕೋ ನೀನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀಯ ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡಲ್ ನಿಮ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ 422 ಏಯ್ ಬಾಪ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಸರ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ ನಮ್ದು ಎರಡಿದೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನನ್ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಿಸಸ್ನ ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡ್ದು ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಸರ್ ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಇವರು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಿ
Alright, so this was caught at that same booth where earlier Congress workers were distributing money. So this entire conversation also caught, which clearly goes on to suggest how democracy, how the vote is for sale in Karnataka this year. Now this is South Bangalore, what we're talking about. I want to cut across to our reporters, Kamlesh Sutar and Ashutosh also join us for the very latest. Kamlesh, I want to come to you. Can you talk us through this latest coming in, where an entire conversation, Kamlesh, has been caught, where this woman asks for money and the man says, of course, I've paid your husband, go vote the Congress.
Well, there have been several instances like this recorded in last that have come into light in last few days. So it's not only about giving in money, but also money that's been caught in large numbers just before the polls. So that has been the charge. In fact, when I spoke to BJP's chief ministerial candidate B.S. Yadurappa this morning, and he also said that there has been a lot of money involved, particularly on the Congress's part, and that should be strictly looked into by the election commissioner. And he said that this is something serious, and the kind of money power that's being involved in this election, it's something which he seriously detests of. So that has been the norm, and now this latest incident coming into light, where the Congress worker openly talking to the lady and saying that he has already paid her, is just one of that incidences which has been taking over for last few days. Preeti?
No, Kamlesh, stay on with me. I want to bring in Ashutosh, who's reporting, Ashutosh, from the seat of corruption, which once was Bellary. Similar incidents taking place all across, aren't they?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. And in fact, last night there was extensive, massive search operation was going on by the Election Commission, the local police here. And let me tell you a very interesting incident. I was there in my room when the police officials along with the EC official knocked my door just to take for the frisking purpose. And because it was a precautionary measure to, track down every malpractices that could influence the voters here in Bellary, because this has been a center stage, epicenter of all the debate, because Congress had something to actually, hit back on BJP. That look, you talk about corruption, you talk about zero tolerance towards corruption, but you gave ticket to 8 close members of Reddy family, including his friends Sri Ramalu, who's in fact contesting from 2 seats, including one challenging the state chief minister Siddaramaiah there in Badami. So this has been a talk about corruption. All the leaders have talked about, but gradually over the period when the all top leaders started coming here in Karnataka campaigning, the corruption issue was more only focused on the political rallies or the media speech, media interviews. But here at ground, what we can see, any political party, be it Congress, be it BJP, they compromise. And remember, don't forget that ADR report that says that how, a large percentage of the candidates, they have the track record, the criminal track record, including indulging into corruption, and also how many crore patis have been given tickets here in Karnataka, Preeti.
You know, Ashutosh, stay on with me. Let's cut across back to Bengaluru, where this video was recorded by a special investigating team. We have Shiv Arur and Nolan Pinto with us. Nolan, you know, that's what we were discussing in the studio. Nobody's going to contest this. Who's actually going to report this to the EC?
Well, in fact, the EC will be having a press conference at 8 o'clock. I just got that message just now. The Chief Electoral Officer in Karnataka will be over there to take questions, and I'm sure he'll be talking about all the things that happened today, all the seizures that took place and whatnot. So that is where we'll have to actually confront him and ask him what sort of action will be taken, because we have hard proof over here. Our special investigation team has actually found how not just one party but all the parties per se are actually trying to induce people, and that too not somewhere else, right in front of the polling booth. You have the election commission officials, you have the observers passing by, you have the flying squad, you have the police sitting over there, and you have also plainclothes policemen, not just the civil policemen, informing or keeping track of what's happening. So in spite of all these people and officials over there, if this can happen, that something is completely wrong. There's a lot of connivance amongst various officials for this to take place. So we will be putting this question before him this evening.
All right, so the EC has a press conference this evening. You know, Shiv, the latest also coming in, which we just beamed out live, that entire conversation on how, you know, intrinsic it is, where a woman comes and asks a Congress worker, says, "Where's my money?" The man turns around and says, "I've paid your husband, go vote the Congress." So matter of fact.
Totally matter of fact. You know, it's almost like it's an expectation. It's almost like it's an understanding, Preeti. You know, the video footage, I happened to watch a little bit of this raw video footage before I came for this, you know, for this broadcast. And it's shocking to say the least. There is more footage. It's all available on India Today. It's going to be on our website in just a moment from now. Millions of people across the country are going to be watching what's happening here in Karnataka in those two polling booths. There is more information we've got on camera, not just the video but also the audio, like you said, of a person saying, "We've already paid your husband, so therefore you know, your quota is done." This is rampant. You know, we've been told by many of the you know, persons we've been speaking to that if you go to some of the rural areas outlying Bangalore, especially the slums, etc., Preeti, this sort of thing is almost you know, an expected sort of routine during any kind of election time. And I'm not just talking about assembly elections, even corporation elections, municipal elections, downward. Now, while you were talking to Ashutosh and Nolan, I was actually trying to send out a message to you know, my contacts within the Congress and the BJP here in Karnataka. None of them have replied you know, to our questions about whether they will raise a complaint, lodge a formal complaint of any kind. So, you know, you're bang on, Preeti. You're spot on when you said that this is a delicate situation for both, because they've both been caught with their hands in the till, and it remains to be seen you know, what the Chief Electoral Officer decides when he holds that press conference.
All right, you know, we're going to come down to our back to our battery of reporters in just a short while.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.